Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. My name is Baron Collins Hill. In this week's lesson, I'm going to be going over a little exercise that deals with a little bit of harmony, some double stop ideas, and a cool little scalar pattern that'll really sound great and open your mind to a lot of things involving harmony, double stops, and kind of a wider voice on the mandolin. I put out new lessons every single week here on YouTube, so subscribe if you haven't already. You can also check out my website, mandolessons.com, for lots more lessons. And all of my lessons are always free. That said, there's a couple ways to donate. The site runs entirely on donations, helped me stay away from advertising. And I've got a Patreon page and a PayPal donation. You can find links in the description. But let's move into the lesson. So as I've discussed in previous lessons, the general idea behind harmony is to have a melodic line. In this case, we're going to be using a G scale starting on the 5th fret of the D string. And you're going to have a counter melody, which in this case we're going to use a third above. So starting on the B, we have B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. And in this particular example, we're going to take that down an octave. So the harmony is going to be below the melody. It's going to be B on the G string, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. So again, our melody, the G scale, and the harmony line. And what we're going to be doing is putting those two together into a series of double stops. So starting off, our melody is that 5th fret on the D string, and our harmony, 4th fret on the G. Next up, we have open A string and a C on the G string. Now you can turn that into more of a double stop shape by making it C on the G string and A, which is the 7th fret on the D string. And let's not worry too much about our left-hand fingers in terms of which ones are the right ones to use. That's a topic for a different lesson. But now we've got these two double stops in a row, B and G, and C and A. Our next one, our melody, is a B, and our harmony is a D. So we have open and 2, put those 3 together, 4 and 5, 5 and 7, open and 2. Our next melody note is a C, and the harmony is an E below. Likewise, we then have a D as a melody and an F sharp as the harmony below. So let's put all of that together so far. We have 4 and 5, 5 and 7, open and 2, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. And then our next one, our melody note, is an open E string, which we're going to put the 7th fret on the A string so we can grab the G below. So we have 5 and 7, or G and E. And then our melody note is an F sharp, and the harmony below is an open A string. And finally, 3rd fret on the E string is our G again, and we have that B again below. So all together, I'll run up the entire scale. We have 4 and 5, 5 and 7, open and 2, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 5 and 7, open and 2, and 2 and 3. And what we have here is we have sixths. So we have, that's a sixth, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a combination of major and minor sixth that create this nice little kind of double stopped pattern. And it's sort of playing the melody and the harmony at the same time. And this is a great way you can use this sort of information for finding double stops. And you can use this just to sort of find those kind of harmonized scales all over the place. So even if you just stay on one set of strings, you run out of frets pretty quick, but you can see that it's only 2 different shapes. You have this kind of closed up shape where there's no fret between my 2 fingers here, or they're just 1 fret apart, I should say. And then the other one, they're 2 frets apart, or you have that gap in between your fingers. So no gap, 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 no gap, no gap, 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 no gap. The same idea works in the key of D. We're going to have as our melody, as our harmony, and you get that same sort of sound, that kind of walking harmonized scale. Whoops. Or you can do it in the key of C. And as you walk these patterns around, you'll get a little more comfortable with sort of improvising some harmony lines as you go. I hope that gives you some ideas for adding double stops and harmony into your playing. Stay tuned for next week when I'm going to do a different harmonized scale pattern. And then between those two, you can sort of go back and forth between the two and have a pretty wide range of double stop options and ways to spice up melodies and add a little bit to an ensemble sound. So subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, new lessons every single week, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.